Yo, what up, y'all? What's good, man? We got another episode of that Victory Talk podcast, man. We about to get it in. We got a lot we want to talk about today, man. Show you how to accomplish your goals, get some money, get in great shape. Let's start the show. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of that Victory Talk podcast. I am your host, Big Brandon Carter, King Keto, BBC, the King of Ketosis, and I'm joined by the Nima, the beast from the east. You know what it is. Let's go. Let's get it in, man. You know what's popping. Yo, and on the man in the super chat, we got Minovia, my girlfriend. She out here making sure the haters get kicked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So they can't stick around talking shit. Yeah, man. We got a lot we want to cover today. A lot of stuff we want to get into. First of all, man, I just want to tell y'all a story this weekend, man. You know, I was in the country this weekend, down south, and one of my son's best friends, another little 8-year-old boy, he had like a family get together or something. It was like a family get together or a family reunion or some shit. And so, I ain't know nobody, but I had my son with me, and him and his friends, they went outside, and I went outside, and I was like playing with the kids, no drizzy. And we were like playing games and shit. And then all of a sudden, this fucking baby came out of nowhere. It was like a 2-year-old, kid. He just came out. He just started walking around, like playing with us. And I didn't know where he came from. I don't even know if he was part of the fucking function. Like he came from like, just wandered over by himself. What y'all doing, And all of a sudden, I'm in charge of a kid. I'm babysitting. You know what I'm saying? Because, the other kids, they ate. You can leave them alone and they can play and shit, but this motherfucker, if you can't leave a baby alone, man, it might, I don't know if y'all ever owned a toddler, but you really spend most of your time with them trying to prevent them from killing themselves. It's like a toddler is always trying to commit suicide. He doesn't know it though. And you got to stop him from doing that. So that was my job at the function. I don't know who bestowed that upon me. I don't know if this was my kid now, but it was like 2 hours. I couldn't find this kid's mom or nothing. And this motherfucker had a diaper full of like something. And I wasn't about to motherfucking change his diaper. I ain't had no Pampers on me, so I wasn't trying to fuck with it. And he had like snot running down his nose, man. And I wasn't about to clean this nigga. I just met him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about this kid. He might be an op, But anyway, 2 hours go by. People come and go. Nobody's claiming the baby. I'm like, yo, man, babies in this? Oh, they was country folks. They're like, oh, look here, brother. Don't, bro. Don't bite no man. I'm like, all right. I asked another one. Like, hey, brother, get going down. Shrimp boat. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I couldn't find this kid's parents. I ended up leaving that nigga, man. I mean, some more adults came, and I was like, yo, I don't know whose baby this belonged to, but y'all watching them now. I don't know this baby. I don't know none of you niggas. I have to assume he's one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And they tried to leave me with their problem. Like they legit tried to just leave me with their problem. And I just said, fuck it. I ain't gonna worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And I imagine that must be how Kash Patel felt when he became director of the FBI, and he had all this Epstein shit in front of him, and he said, "You know what? Fuck it, fuck it." He fucked with it for a little bit, but he said, "You know what? This ain't my problem. I don't give a fuck about the Epstein files at all." Didn't even nobody's in them. He was just in front of Congress. Ain't no Epstein files, man. But the nigga before he was in the FBI, he was saying, "Man, the FBI's got the FBI. They got it. Blah 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 blah." Now it's just like, "Hey man, ain't no Epstein. Ain't no files, nigga. Ain't no files." All right, but you better not say nothing. Hey, I'm not. Hey, listen, if the FBI is watching, I don't think that's good or bad. I don't have no opinion on it. You know, if the FBI is watching, he's just doing his job. Because I saw this video. Let me see if I can bring this shit up, man. Fuck, where is it? Fuck, I thought I had it on deck. Yo, there was a motherfucking pilot. He had posted something about Kash Patel. I thought I had it on deck, but I don't. And he posted something about it. And no, he wasn't a pilot. He was on a flight, but he was a doctor, and he posted something about it. And then he posted something on Twitter, and it went viral saying, "Man, I thought Kash Patel was a good person, but he's not." Something like that. I ain't saying that. I'm just reporting. Yo, man, he got off his flight. Motherfucking FBI ganked this motherfucker up, bro. Held him for like 5 hours. 5 hours interrogating this motherfucker. He ain't even get his luggage or nothing. They took his phone, went through all this shit. No warrant. And Kash, if you listening, man, listen. I don't think you should need a warrant. You can do whatever you listen, man. Hey, man, you front. Hey, man, hey, it's all good. And they ain't have no warrant for this nigga. And they went through all this shit, man. And then the doctor he's been saying lately that his phone is acting funny. 5G just be cutting off. Should be Nima, you got that clip? Can you find, man, I can't do it because I'm on air. Yeah, you know what? I posted it on Close Friends. If you can find the link. Because I couldn't post it publicly. Yo, I don't know. Listen. And then, I'm going to show you this shit. But, his phone been fucking up. Then he called Verizon or T-Mobile or one of the motherfuckers. And they said, yeah, man, it seems like he was complaining about his 5G not working. And he said, I can airdrop it to you. That's cool. Yo, baby girl, that don't help me. I don't have access to. Won't you text? You could text it. It's right here. All right, I'm gonna show you this shit. Yeah, hold up. Can I make it big on Instagram? Pause. On Reels, you should be actually. Do you see if it shows I don't think so. All right. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. Check this shit out.
A doctor is saying as soon as he got off his flight, he was pulled aside by DHS and interrogated for 5 hours because he posted something negative about Kash Patel online. This is what he originally posted, saying, "I thought he was solid at first, then I looked into who he's dating, then it all started to make sense." That tweet, of course, went viral.
I don't know who he's dating. Man. Nima, you know? I don't know if you know. You don't say nothing. They're going to kick down your door. You an immigrant. Listen, man.
And then 3 weeks after that, the DHS pulled him off of a flight, interrogated him for 5 hours, and kept asking him why he doesn't like Kash Patel.
They interrogate this motherfucker for 5 hours.
They called this an interview, but the thing is, they took his phone without his consent and went through it, sourced his private messages and pictures, and dug into his travel history, all without a warrant, a blatant violation of the Fourth Amendment. It doesn't stop there, though. After they took his phone, it started having issues. He said his eSIM worked perfectly for years, right until the DHS confiscated his phone without consent during a 5-hour interrogation. When they gave it back, it had no power. Now 5G keeps flicking on and off like he shows here. Even the
his shit is fucking up. Then he called Sprint or T-Mobile or some shit. I don't know.
The internet service provider he has says it looks compromised. DHS admitted they found nothing illegal or related to support of terrorism and even apologized for the circumstances. He says, how is this even legal? I don't think it is. This is the type of behavior we would...
All right, listen, I don't want to play no more because he started talking shit and I don't want I don't want to get snatched off a plane. You know what I'm saying? hey, and Cash. Hey, brother. I ain't saying that's good or bad. I'm just white boy said it, not me, man. Snatch him off the plane. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't want to get snatched off a plane for no reason. Yo, man. It's how we living, you know. Hey, y'all, and we're gonna get into we're gonna talk about some stuff. I don't want to stay on no political shit, you know. But y'all know that I'm not a leftist or a rightist. I'm pretty center, right? I have some views that are conservative. Fucking firearms and low taxes are the main ones. And I have some views that are pretty liberal, you know, like I don't give a shit about a gay nigga. And I don't mean that. Can you say gay nigga on YouTube?
You'll know.
I don't even think about them motherfuckers, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of liberal, I think. I don't give a shit. I don't know. So I got some views that are liberal, some views that are conservative. But all my friends on the right, all of you motherfuckers, I don't want to hear shit about they attacking freedom of speech. If the nigga Jimmy Kimmel gets his shit taken off the air for making a joke, I don't want to hear shit about freedom of speech. And I'm not saying that I don't know, making a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because remember when the homie, what's the nigga, the robot nigga, Elon was like, Elon, he was saying, man, they tried to make free speech illegal, man. They said you can't even make jokes anymore. They tried to make it illegal. He was fucking crying and shit about that, you know? The left is trying to make free speech illegal. You can't even make jokes. Then the nigga get fired for making. I just don't want to hear that shit from the right no more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and Trump, if you're watching, and I know you might be, right? Trump, if you're watching, I ain't say it was bad. I'm just saying, you know, hey, if you don't want to fuck with free speech, it's all good, brother. It's all good. I don't want nothing to happen to me. If Trump don't like free speech, then if he's watching, yeah, fuck that amendment, man. Too many goddamn amendments anyway. Anyway, hey guys, we got a sponsor for this episode. I came out with a free course to show you how to grow your online fitness business. It's called it's a free course, right? It's free. It's 100% free. You can hit the link in my bio to get it up. It's the first link in that bitch. All right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right. First, Victory Trades next week. Can you find that one? All right. And it's the first link in there, right? Check out the free course on how to grow your online fitness business. I think I broke it down really, really well. Click that link. There's some study guides in there for you, and you should be able to check out that course and get you your first clients. It's 100% free. All right. Also, we got another one. Dot repellent. Dot repellent is our other sponsor. It's an easy to apply spray to keep the hose away, right? Because when you start balling and getting rich, you know, man, bitches gonna be all over you. Some of them gonna be dots. You want to make sure that they don't get close to you, right? And this has been genetically engineered by Iranian scientists to only affect the DNA of sluts, hoes, skanks, skeezers, Jezebel, scalawags, hood rats, and of course, thoughts, right? Regular women will smell you and just like, well, what is that fragrance, that aroma? You smell fantastic. You like, stop repelling, baby, right? But a thought won't be able to get close to you, right? And it's now we're real close to launching this. I know we haven't talked about it much at all, but we're really close to launching this, all right? And we had some investors, some Israeli investors, but they got caught up. They're a little busy right now because, they've been doing a little bit of famine, just a little bit of genocide, not just a little bit of genocide, a little bit of bombing. You know what I'm saying? So they're busy. They couldn't keep funding it. So then we asking y'all to fund it, right? All your super chats go towards the development of thought repellent. You know what I'm saying? Because our Israeli connects, they busy. You know what I'm saying? They cute. They cute. I seen BB on TV today, man, talking about we ain't kill nobody. Hey, man, if they watching, listen. Then Yahoo, if you watching, I believe you. It's all them other motherfuckers who talking shit about you. I don't want no smoke. Anyway, they had to pull out the agreement, right? But they said, listen, man, they said the Iranians, they only 2 weeks away from getting this done. That's what they told us. About 2 weeks away. We just need some more funding from y'all. All right. So we need funding from y'all. If all your super chats go towards the development of thought repellent, we're going to get this out to the public if we get enough super chats. Or we can have it in 2 weeks. That's what the Israelis told us. Right. So we about 2 weeks away from dropping. They told us that we about 2 weeks away. Our Iranian connects are about 2 weeks away from being able to drop this bomb on the public. All right. We can actually get shit going. Right. Keep you free from the thoughts. But we need your help. All your super chats go towards development of thought repellent. And I think a hero has already contributed. Let's go. Let's go, man. Where the heroes at?
We have Nicholas with $2. He goes, Brandon, I'm in sales and vibe coding a sales app to coach people.
Yeah.
Sales coach AI. What marketing strategy should I use to grow my downloads when it releases? Also, shout out to Thought Repellent.
All right. So listen, I've been vibe coding lately. I've been vibe coding just apps for myself, and I'm working on a commercial product right now. All right. I got myself a vibe code coach. Straight up. Like I joined this group, with the guys showing us all the pitfalls of, because vibe coding, it seems simple until you try to vibe code, and then it's just a bunch of fucking errors. Any of y'all ever tried to vibe code? You think you're just gonna one shot $1 million app in motherfucking Lovable, and it's just a bunch of errors, right? So I've been working through that shit, getting it done, and doing the back end pause, getting the back end ready with super bass. You know what I'm saying? Super bass. We hitting the back end with we using that super bass to hit the back end. A little bit of GitHub. Yeah, not because you can't fuck with Pornhub in Florida no more. I don't know if you know that, Nima. So we're using GitHub repositories instead. And we all about that bass. And I think a lot of the marketing strategies you should use is influencer marketing. Like if you can get some people in the sales space, maybe not like the top dogs. They ain't gonna fucking take a few $100s to pump your app. But like you get the lower tier influencers. They're called like micro influencers. And sometimes those people are more influential than the big dogs. So if you get an army of micro influencers, homie, like sales motherfuckers who struggling to get 10,000 views on a post, right? That motherfucker, pay him a few grand or a few hundred to pump your app and talk about how it's helping the sales shit. I think that'll be dope. And then you get them to pump it, but you also got to get the video that they use to pump it, right? When you get the videos, and then what you do is, this is what you're gonna do, man. You're gonna set up an ad strategy. All right, so this is what I want you to do. This is exactly what I want you to do, homie. You're gonna get about, let's say, about 5 micro influencers to make videos for you, short form, reels and shit, right? And this is a strategy I've used to pump mad shit. Pause. And so you get the influencers. This is and it's almost like shout outs, right? So you want to get paid shout outs. Right? Paid shout outs. And the paid shout outs are going to go to your, I'm assuming you can do it straight to, well, apps are a little different because a lot of times you're going to have to shout out, you get them to shout out your page. So you have your page, right? Your IG, FB, whatever. And then, yo, my girl's like, yo, that's a lot of info for $2. But I feel like other people might get some value from this. All right. So this is your IG. Right. And then boom, what you want to do is then you get your paid ad strategy, right? Your paid ad strategy would be on engagement, right? So you run ad. So people engage with your page, you to watch videos, whatever, but they're going to be coming initially from the shout outs. And this is the same strategy we used for when we got Splash Man was making $10K a month from his fucking print on demand bullshit back when he was in high school, right? So you paid ad, so you're going to get engagement. It's going to be symbiotic, right? And then you run targeted ads straight to download to the people who engage. I'll make this a different color. So you only run ads to the people who engage with your shit. So instead of like straight cold audiences, you can do cold audiences too, right? Because a lot of people who are into sales, right? But this is like a form of retargeting. Boom. And this is a strategy to work. But some your ads can also be like you want to get the files, right? Because these can be ads. You get what I'm saying? Like you can use their videos as ads and it look like some natural shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like so you want to make sure you get the files. And if they don't give it to you, there's tons of apps where you can download people's shit, but they'll give it to you. That's why I said micro influencers, and then, yeah, I mean, that's how I would do it. That's how I would do it. You run ad, then these people buy. That's how I run it, homie. All right. All right. What else we got? That's the only super chat.
We have Steven.
Oh, what's Steven talking about, man?
I started the real estate.
Canadian. Do we accept Canadian dollars, Nima?
Yeah.
Okay, we accept all forms of currency. All right.
Works.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure because I don't even know where you can spend those. You know what I'm saying? Like like, can you buy some other than maple syrup and hockey tickets with that shit? You know what I'm saying? But if you could spend it like regular currency, then thanks, man. What's Steve talking about?
We get a lot of Canadian money.
Okay, my fault. Hey, listen. I fucks with Canada. Man. I've been to Toronto.
Okay. Anywho, Steven says, I started the real estate agent course to build a high income skill part time.
But they got houses out there? I thought it was just like all log cabins that you had to build yourself. My fault, man. Yo, they made some advancements. I'm sorry, continue.
Did you not say that you went to Canada?
But Canada ain't like, it's like, listen, ask any Canadian. Canada's a little different than the rest of Canada. It's like a U.S. city. But let's continue. Enough about log cabins.
Steven says he's a real estate agent, right?
Mhm.
He asks, do you think I should dedicate all my free time to studying or take a part-time job to boost income as well?
Mm. Yo, don't Steven look like J-Lo's ex-husband? That could be fucking anybody. That's like 30 fucking niggas, right? You know what I'm talking about? What's his name? Mark McGuire. No, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Aaron Judge. Alex Rodriguez.
Oh,
He look a little bit, he got a real A-Rod swag, right? That's a compliment. That's a compliment, man. That motherfucker married J-Lo. He married J-Lo. What? What you say?
A-Rod bald?
Nah, man. A-Rod got a thick head of Dominican hair. Man.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, what you girl?
I don't be looking at other men, okay?
That's a good answer. Let's give it a good answer. What's this nigga talking about again, man? With Steve? How can we help Steve?
The question is, Steven is asking, do you think he should dedicate all his free time to studying or take a part-time job to boost income as well?
Classic Steven. Classic Steven. You know what I like about him? That I've always liked about Steve is that he's like really ambitious. You can see he's trying to push it, even despite being Canadian. You know what I'm saying? He's still, you know what? I'm gonna be the best I can be, even though my country has no interest in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with you, man. I love Canada, man. I've been to Toronto. I'm sure there's other cities there. So this is what I would do, Big Steve. I shouldn't have did that same joke twice. I apologize to y'all. I feel you can't keep going to the well over and over again. You know, like that was a mistake on my part. So I just want to apologize to all the viewers. I shouldn't have went to that same joke twice. It was in poor taste, and for that I'm sorry. You know, Steve, if I was you, this is what I would do. I know I've met a lot of real estate agents who got it popping, right? And I don't know how much studying you have to do of real estate, like how much studying you need to do. I would focus everything on your real estate, bro. And the best real estate, the real estate agents I knew who made the most money, they were outside, man. They were always fucking talking to clients. They were always prospecting. They were going to events. They were checking out open houses, checking out houses that are on the market. Like the best one, I used to work for this real estate agent, and he was gay. You know what I'm saying? He had a brokerage. It wasn't a gay brokerage. It was like a regular brokerage, but he was also gay. Anyway, and I worked at the brokerage as a assistant agent, and this motherfucker, he had a moped. This is in Washington D.C. while I was in college. He had a moped, not because he was a homosexual, but he had a moped. Well, not just because, right? But what he did was he said the reason I got this moped is because I can get around the city fast, and I can get to like multiple properties way more properties per day than any other agent. You know what I'm saying? So he was just way more active. He was able to put in more hours, and he had a car, man. He had a 745 BMW. The year it came out, she was emerald green, like the motherfucking like Wizard of Oz green. You know, that shit was hard though. It actually looked like the kind of car a pimp would drive, right? It was emerald green 745. Yo, wait, hold on. I'm going on a little tangent, man. But once I had to take his the 745 somewhere, he needed me to drive it somewhere while he was going to a showing or some shit. And I was like, bet. You know what I'm saying? This is me, man. Hood Brandon. I dressed like the Saint Lunatics or like the Diplomats or some shit like that. And I was out here dressing like Joel Santana. So I jump in the fucking whip, and I'm thinking, man, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? 745 BMW. I'm like, oh shit. You know, I put the fucking all 4 windows down, started blasting the radio. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here listening. It was like 50 Cent. I was like, G-Unit, huh? We in here, you know, and I'm fucking riding around, and everybody was looking at me while I was riding around. And I'm thinking, man, this car get a lot of attention. Shit, I need to get one of these, man. I was just a lot of, I mean, everybody was looking at me everywhere I went, right? And then I dropped it off where he needed it to drop off. And then I realized this motherfucker had the gay flag on the back of the car. I'm driving around stunting with the gay, like I'm But as for you, Steve, you probably got a regular car and not a gay one, I would assume, you know. And if you got a gay one, that's cool too, though, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I got liberal views too. But yeah, you need to put everything into that real estate. So you need to always be prospecting new leads. And the thing with agents is you can get leads. You can get leads both ways. Pause. Right. You can get the sellers and buyers. You know. And I don't know what the laws are in Canada, but in some states in the United States, the agent can double dip. Me. No Diddy. Well, I don't know. It feels like that deserved a no Diddy. And what that means is you can represent the agent and you can represent the buyer and the seller. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you can do that in Canada, but if you can, you know, so you just need to be prospecting more, man. You need to be prospecting, looking for deals, wheeling and dealing, giving your card to motherfuckers, you know, throwing up open houses, motherfucking staging houses. I used to have to stage houses, you know, so it looked like a motherfucking lived there. But, you know, you should be doing all that shit. That's what I would focus on, man. If I was you, Big Steve. Hey, shout out to Steve, man. You know what I'm saying? You live in Canada, he's still trying to do the best he can. Do you feel me? Like, that's commendable. That's commendable right there, man. He's not letting his circumstances prevent him from reaching his potential. You know what I'm saying? We got another one.
We have Drippy J.
Drippy J. Mm-hmm.
Just started an eval with Apex funded trading.
Let's go.
Any tips when it comes to making money trading? I'm up 1K today. Need some thought repellent for sure.
Let's go. Let's give my man Drippy J a round of applause. What'd you say?
He looks like he's 10 in that picture.
You about to have 10 bands. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Drippy J. I don't know what size account you bought, but what I've seen work the best is get the fucking biggest account you can, the largest account you can, and trade with the smallest amount size you can, right? So I usually recommend people get the 150 accounts and trade with like one contract, one NQ contract or whatever it is you trade, right? You got the 100K accounts. All right, cool. One contract, man. Don't be trying to go in 10 contracts. That's how you're gonna blow your shit. Because it gives you one contract gives you enough room to be wrong. You get what I'm saying? One contract gives you enough room to be wrong. And listen, man, one contract, you get 5 points. Then you made you got $100. You know what I'm saying? You get 10 points, you know, you just like $200, man. And that's what I recommend, bro. And I trade, you know, I trade with 150 counts, 150K counts at a time. I use a Replicanto so I can to copy trader, so they all copy. That's what you should join Victory Trades, man. Link is in the description. You could trade with us tomorrow, man. You trade with us tomorrow. Like we be trading. Like Greg's gonna come on here and show y'all the fucking profits we've been making. Like just today, we made a bunch of money in the Victory Trade group, man. We trade every morning, ES futures. Yo, not ES, NQ. And we actually doing a free training actually next week on Wednesday. I'll show you guys how to grow your show you guys how to. Oh, it's in 13 days?
It's the schedule, unless you want to change.
Oh, okay. That's what it is when you click the link. Oh, so it's not this week. All right, maybe. All right. Or you can just join Victory Trades off the rip. Now I'm confused. No, I believe you. I just wanted to check. Yeah, but join Victory Trades. You could trade with us, bro. All right. What else we got, man?
We have Alex. I write code for 11 years and now learn AI part as well. Does it make sense for me to move to Miami and start my own software service biz? Is there clients?
Oh, there's clients all over the world. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to, if you doing something online, that's the beauty of having an online business. It doesn't matter where you are, right? You don't have the same geographic limitations as a traditional business. So you can get clients anywhere from anywhere, you know? So you don't have to move to Miami if you don't want to, you know? But there's a growing, you know, there's a lot of entrepreneurs in Atlanta, right? And if you sell to businesses, you might be able to do it. Software, I write code. You know what I would do if I was you in your position? I would learn how to like set up automations for clients, like innate N automations, make.com, shit like that. Like that's what I would do, bro. And you don't have to move to do that unless you just want to move. You're just looking for an excuse to move, but you can do that from anywhere. But like learn automations. That's gonna be the new way for businesses because motherfuckers ain't out. Yo, I don't know if y'all seen the last job report. Like motherfuckers are using AI and AI agents specifically to replace people. All right, that's why I'm about to replace some motherfuckers. But the agents are you can't replace Nima with a computer. You can't replace Nima with a fucking ain't nothing in N8N. I don't care how much you connect to N8N. You can't replace Nima. But yeah, that's the move. That's what I would focus. I mean, that some people still need software, you know, but that's what I would do if I was you, you know. Like even me, like I'm setting up automations and doing shit in my business, but like I know a little bit of this shit, so like I do it myself. But I know people who just don't know it, and, you know. So that's what I would do, man. But you don't have to move. I don't know if it would help you. You feel me? Unless you just want to move, you're just looking for an excuse. If you're just looking for an excuse to move, then yeah, do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. What else we got? What is it? What is it? Somebody said, what is the N8 is? No, N8N. So it's basically you can set up different automations so you can get shit done. Like I've seen some crazy ones. Like some crazy AI automations. I see the motherfucker set up an automation, an N8N automation. He uses like different APIs. And this motherfucker had set up a robot, an N8N robot, to swipe on Tinder for him and set up dates. Like it was texting bitches, setting up dates, and then booking it in his calendar based off his availability. So the agent would talk to the bitch would match with the bitches on Tinder, then message the host, then set up dates with him by checking his calendar to see when he had availability. You know, it's a crazy world we live in, man. It's a wild world we live in. You know what I'm saying? He just got a fucking bot swiping hoes all day. My nigga said 5 mile radius, 18 to 23. And just swipe them all. Yeah, and he set up like a Riz API. Yeah, it was like a Riz API. He was getting them hoes, man. Listen, youth is wasted on the young. Yeah, I had someone wanted to teach, but we got only a minute before young Candlestick come in. I don't have time to get him. He's in the chat. Greg, why don't you start this shit, man? Because I don't have time to get into my lesson plan. Why don't you just come on here and let's talk about getting this money with stocks? You know, get your ass over here, or I'm gonna start it. I'll start talking about this shit. You feel me? What do you say? No. What? I hear something going on in the background. What the fuck am I listening to? You hear that shit?
Yeah. Is it your laptop?
Is it my laptop?
Check your Instagram that you opened.
Man, I closed it. Did I? What is it?
It is not your laptop.
Yeah, what is the fuck is happening?
It's here.
Oh.
I couldn't
Yo.
It was YouTube.
It's all good, man. Listen, I kind of want. Come on, Greg. Listen, I got 4 minutes.
Do you want to start the victory talk?
I could start it, but it's like we ain't gonna get into it.
No. Do you want to start the trade part?
Start the trade. All right.
You can promote the trade webinar coming up.
All right. We have to show my computer. All right. All right, let's go for it. Yo, what up? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter. Greg will be with us in a minute, and this is the market update. All right, so let's look at the fucking market. This is the weekly chart. I like to look at the weekly chart. It just feel like it gives me better data. Ignore all of my bullshit on the screen. All right, but we at all-time highs again. Like it's like every fucking day, this shit hits an all-time high, motherfucking every day. All right, and they're really bullish on AI right now, and the Fed cut rates. The homie Jerome, man, he cut interest rates. Now here's the thing: you can take it off my chart for me. Here's the thing: when interest rates cut, a few things happen. One, it's easier to borrow money, right? Now, typically, the Fed cuts interest rates when they want to cool down inflation. When they want to get us out of a recession or some shit, when they want to get spending going, But it rarely happens when stocks are at an all-time high. Like you don't see that very often at all, right? And here's what's going to happen. And it's kind of fucked up if you ain't already rich, because it makes money easier to borrow and asset prices go up. Asset prices are going to go up. So if you own shit, if you got assets, your net worth is going to rise tremendously. A lot of people's net worth rose today because of the interest rate cuts. It almost never happens. When stock market's at all-time highs. But stock market responded favorably to it. And now we out here, man. Let's look at some individual sectors. All right. So let's look at the energy sector. This is the ETF that tracks the energy. Ignore my fucking all the indicators I have on the chart. So this is the energy sector is not at all-time highs, which is fucked up because there's a few stocks in here that I own. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Then we got what we do have now. This is a really bullish sign. This is XLF. XLF is the ETF that's really a bunch of financial stocks. So this is where the banks and shit is, man. Your JP Morgan, you're saying your Goldman Sachs, Berkshire Hathaway, and all them motherfuckers, right? And this shit is, it's at all-time highs, just underneath all-time highs, right? But it looks like a high base. So if you were thinking about buying something right now. Like so far, I like XLF. I like to buy ETFs. So here's something about my strategy, man. I like to swing trade ETFs because they move a little more. They don't move as fucking subtle. I mean, they don't move as volatile. They're not as volatile as individual stocks. And it's easier for me to guess what's going to happen, you know, because make no mistake, we're all guessing, right? And then we go to consumer discretionary. That's doing fine. XLC communications. Now this is fucking ripping. I don't know if y'all watch XLC. I mean, if y'all watched us over the last few weeks, I've been saying, yo, XLC, the communication center. This is where you got your Google and shit like that, you know? And these motherfuckers are ripping. You calling Greg? These motherfuckers are ripping. Because I wanted Greg to come on because I wanted him to show y'all some shit we was doing victory trades today. But he late. So whatever. So anyway, let's look at those are sectors I like. Let's look at IWM. Now, this is something that's interesting. So IWM, this is where most of the stocks are. Like most of the stocks are in the IWM or the Russell 2000, right? It hit all-time highs too. So that's a bullish. No, it's not all time. Is that all-time highs? It's right at all-time highs, right? So it's participating. You want to see in a big bull market, you want to see all the stocks participating as opposed to when there's times when just a few stocks are leading it. That's what you see sometimes in the S&P 500 because there's a lot of stocks like Apple, Facebook, Meta that hold like a ton of weight in it. So they have over-representation in the S&P 500. Oh, we got Greg. What's going on? But they have less representation in that. But the IWN gives you I feel like it gives me a better idea of what the overall stock market is because that's where most of the stocks are. There's a lot of shit in that stock. There's a lot of bullshit in there. Yo, what up, Greg?
What's up, Brandon? How's it
I
going?
had to start early. You know what I'm saying? I had to start like a few minutes early.
Oh, it's all good. I was just finishing up a workout class, so just got here now.
I got you, man. I'm saying, yeah. What's good, homie?
You know, the Federal Reserve cut interest rates yesterday.
That's what I'm saying.
We see all-time highs pretty much every day. That's what we've been saying.
That's been life for us.
Just
that's been life.
So basically what happened today was we got a doji candle or a high wave candle. Basically, there's a lot of indecision in the market. And when the Fed cut interest rates, they basically said, we don't give a fuck about inflation. We're actually going to raise our target from 2% to 3%. Wow. So they basically said, we're okay with things costing more if we can save the job market and spur growth in the U.S. economy.
That's right, because the last job reports wasn't so good.
No, not good at all. And I forecast that those jobs reports will get worse and worse as AI takes over more jobs or just skilled.
AI is about to take over some jobs in here.
Yeah, I know, right?
Maybe in this room.
Yeah. You know,
I'm just playing. If anything, it's gonna be me. My job would be fucking. There's AI influence. I think AI influencers are at more risk than video editors.
Yeah, because like a video editor has intuition on what's good, and AI just kind of makes like a blanket idea.
It won't be long before y'all watching a robot do this shit.
I think if you're a highly skilled person that also uses AI, you're irreplaceable. But if you're just some regular dude, like you're screwed.
Yeah, man. The last niggas with jobs is gonna be dentist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be dentist, man. Because you ain't gonna let a robot in your mouth with some tools, man.
I don't know.
You ain't gonna let a robot in your mouth with some tools.
If they get good enough, you know, surgical robots are.
You let a robot in your mouth?
Not as of late, but
you let a robot in your mouth?
If it had a really good track record, like
if it had a really good what? A really good what? Nemo was laughing too loud. I couldn't hear you.
If it had millions of patients before me, I'm not going to be
millions of patients. Yeah. So you like that sloppy seconds.
Yeah, I like the sloppy seconds on the robots. Got to make sure that they work.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, it depends on who's run. It depends on what fucking software is running it.
Yeah.
Because if it's Gronk, nah, man. Nah, man. Gronk.
Just
I ain't letting Gronk nowhere near me.
no.
And who knows what kind of freaky shit Claude is gonna do. Claude is gonna do some fucking wild shit in your mouth, man. Yeah. Let's keep going, man. Let's get back to the stock market.
It really comes down to always assess risk versus reward. Okay. Is it worth it to you? And we have to think about that while we're trading. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last time I talked about a few stocks, Elf breaking out. I said you could buy calls over 145. If you bought calls, $200 turned into $700 the very next day. Elf Beauty makeup looks pretty good to me. Last time I talked about XBI biotech, this is breaking out right now. This is in rotation. Okay. I still like Leap calls just because the SPY is so overbought, and we have a large option expiration tomorrow, and the market has been contained within its expected move. When markets are kind of contained and compressed, it's like they're building up energy. It's like a wild animal in a cage. It's like ready to go. So I think we can see some volatility tomorrow and next week. So that's where we're going to see some good futures moves. You can take more directional options trades where you're buying calls or buying puts, and those can explode up or down. So that's what I'm looking at into next week. If you're also looking for a sector that's in rotation, uranium, URA, we need to come up with an energy solution for how much the world is using AI. Yeah. And I think it's got to be the way to go. We need to make it safe, of course, but nuclear is the way. I also posted today.
Nima, what do you think about that, man? What are your thoughts on nuclear future?
To be honest, I don't want to get pulled over and interviewed and get my phones out. So I rather
get on the ground.
I'm going to hold my answer on that.
That was a test. Yeah. That was a test to see if you was a sleeper cell.
Nima's
if his eyes would have perked up when you said uranium, I'd have been like, Cash Patel, we found him.
I protect you, Nima.
Cash, Cash always looking. Cash, I ain't talking shit about you, man. I think it's a good look. I think it look good. I think it's a good look. Don't you? Hey, Cash, I ain't got no problem.
Hey.
And look, you be making. I'm trying to learn how to do this shit.
I'm a stock analyst.
I don't know how to look at my fucking nose. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to. That's how I know, man. He focused.
Yeah. He
ain't looking to the side. He's focused on whatever's right in front of him.
Nima's a good man. I'll vouch for him publicly.
Yeah.
Uranium's in rotation.
Yeah, we fucking with the uranium.
OKLO, I posted today, is a breakout buy over 96. Some Victory Trades members, they bought call options, $200 turned into $700. OKLO, if it can dip back to 96, this is a dip buy. It's very volatile, very risky, but uranium and uranium stocks are in a strong uptrend, okay? Another one that's going off, and Brandon, you brought this up, PLTR.
Yeah.
This was a trade alert today, buying this dip, this small like micro dip earlier in the day, and then taking profits on the pump. I do think PLTR can continue higher. They've got some EU deals going through, so it's got a positive news catalyst. It's in a strong uptrend. It is coming towards resistance, so if it could ever retest 172, that's a dip buy, PLTR. Okay?
Yeah, I'm holding full disclosure. I'm holding some of that, man.
Okay. Let's get
holding some of that, man. Yeah.
Let's get it. Yeah,
black CEO. Half black CEO.
He's doing well.
He's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Guess he just is he really doing well, or is he just a DEI?
Either way,
is
doing
he
well.
really?
He's doing well, even if he is a DEI hire.
I'm fucking with you.
I know. You never know.
All right.
You actually never know.
Nah, he started the company, man.
Yeah,
You can't be a DEI founder. Let's keep going.
Pulling the strings in the background.
That's true, man.
There's a lot going on. So basically, what I'm looking at in the market is I'm sitting in a lot of cash. I'm just looking at trading like SPX, iron condors, credit spreads. Futures trading is going really, really well. Victory Trades members are crushing it. Like even just today, like boom, there's $600. There's 335, 428. Here's some SPX butterflies. Here's $185. Here's the PLTR gains. We got some MP. We got metals gains. We got Prezi over here making 2K in one day.
Come on, man.
Live trading sessions.
Yeah.
Like you can see the monthly results. Some people have smaller accounts, and that's totally cool, but they're more than making back the cost of victory trades. I get great satisfaction from helping people make money. Like I take this shit so seriously.
Yo, Mofus was making a lot of money this morning, man.
Yeah. I actually started off the day red, but then I was able to get back green.
Nice.
So it was a good day. And if you guys are logical and you want to look at the stats, we've had 20 trade alerts for the month of September. We have 2 losses and 18 wins. So 90% win rate. You can see all the trades for the month here on the chart and the varying percentages of P&L. So I highly encourage you guys to come check it out if you're looking to learn how to trade, make money online. You guys get courses, you learn how to do it. You can ask me questions. I got you.
It's lit, and we trade every morning together. We trade futures, and we trade with prop firm. We all use Apex. Trader funding, and I've gotten some good payouts from Apex. If you want to join, if you want to get an Apex account, use code Victory Trades, and you get the best deals. Or King Keto, the same shit. Yo, I wanted to ask you about that crypto shit. Remember I called out AVAX?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Bro, ever since I called it out, I bought some. I'm up 19%.
That's really good. That's awesome. All right, let's check out AVAX USD. AVAX USD. Should just always have this up. Oh, I got 1 second here.
You can do this, Greg. I believe in you.
Yeah, it takes a sec.
I know.
We got to load up the trading view.
Come on, man.
Oh, hell yeah, Brandon. Look at that. It was a bull flag.
Yeah.
It was a bull flag.
It was though. It was though.
So last time, if you guys missed Tuesday's market update, I said that this is a bull flag. It likely breaks out over 31. Watch for volume to confirm. Look at this. This is textbook. Rally, pennant, breakout, and look at the volume. You can draw like a trend line on your volume. That's a textbook buy confirmation. Nice.
I was saying we both were saying, you said buy. I said I was getting into it, and look, man, I'm up 19% on this bitch.
Hell yeah. That's a really good trade. And I was saying too, like if I had to choose between 2 altcoins, it'd be AVAX and XRP. And then for the base crypto, Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Yeah. What's up with Bitcoin though?
Yeah, let's check it out. So Bitcoin, it's been a while since I looked at the chart, a day. So it's trying to break out right now over this high base at 118K. It needs to get above and hold above 118K. I don't have a strong like short-term thesis on Bitcoin. Long-term, I am a bull. I do think it can average about 10 to 20% a year. Michael Saylor says 30% a year average from here on out. I would load the boat. Like I would put a substantial amount of my wealth, maybe not substantial, but like 25% of my wealth into Bitcoin if it came down to 80K to 70K.
Yeah. If we ever see those prices again, I'd be a buyer.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's going to get there, but if it does, that's like a safe spot with a lot of reward as well. Like right up here, you can go long if you have a long enough time horizon. But the thing is there's an opportunity cost if it chops or if it goes down a little bit. So that's kind of just the biggest risk is just opportunity cost. It's become too large to not be adopted now. I'd be very surprised if it like fell underneath 70 or 60K ever again.
Yeah. It's holding that. It's holding that 100, you know, above 100.
Yeah, definitely. And really, if you look at the chart, it's really just kind of range bound, but in an uptrend. So overall uptrend, cool. Graph goes from the bottom left to the top right. But lately we've been in this channel between 110 and 125K. So I have to assume that it'll stay within this channel until it starts a new channel.
Yeah. Does it worry you that the rest of the market's at all-time highs and it's not participating? It
doesn't worry me. It's noteworthy because Bitcoin is a leading indicator. And if Bitcoin is not at all-time highs and it starts to lag, this could turn into a rollover formation. And there's a breakdown underneath that 105K. And so that's where you can see a faster breakdown. So it's always good to look at both sides of the coin on a chart. Get it?
Yeah.
Coin. Both sides of the coin.
I see what you did. I see. Listen, I see what you.
Gotta take the small W's. So yeah, always look at a chart from a buyer's perspective and a seller's perspective, and it'll help you keep your risk in check, and it'll help you stay unbiased. Because when you're a trader in the market, like you got to have a bit of conviction to be able to actually trade, but you can't be overly convicted that you get blindsided. Okay, you need to be chill, and you gotta move. You gotta be like water. You know, what's that book by Bruce Lee? Be like water.
I don't know if it was the book or it's just some shit he used to say.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that was some shit he would say to everyone who would listen, you know.
Yeah, you got to be flexible in the market. Have a bias, but be willing to change your mind. So I could see a breakout or a breakdown. Right now, I don't have a strong opinion on Bitcoin.
How you feeling about Ethereum, though? I feel like Ethereum looks like a little... Ethereum, that looks like is that a high base?
Ethereum looks stronger. It's
bull
more
flag.
Kind of like an ascending triangle. You got some higher lows. You got the flat top. Ethereum, though, same thing. It's a bit stronger than Bitcoin. I do think Ethereum gets to 6,000 to 8,000 in the next 3 to 5 years or sooner. It really just comes down to there's a big flush point. So a breakdown point is this 42.78 level. If it breaks that support, that could come down to test 3,800. I don't think Ethereum gets under 2,800 ever again. I could be wrong. So I'm not expecting a crash. So these are kind of like the support zones to dip buy into.
All right. What about then you got Meta.
Yeah.
Meta is testing, is retesting his all-time highs. What do you think, man? They just came out with the fucking glasses.
Yeah, I want to get them. I want to get as many Ray-Bans as I can.
I got 2 pair. I got a clear pair that I wear in the house to do AI shit. So I can have AI on my face. And then I walk around. Oh, you got them on, right? I got those as well.
It's one of the best investments like I've ever made. Like it's so nice.
Yeah, I can just look at something and it'll tell me what's up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like just to have your hands free, it's so valuable. Like
yeah, take it. I was on a scooter with my son and I want to take a video. And I said, hey Meta, start a video. And it started fucking because I'd have died if I took my hand off. Like we were going pretty fast on the highway, like close to the highway. And I was like, oh.
No, it's so nice. Just even for like driving, I can get like good gym footage too, and it's not like weird. It's
whoa. Wearing sunglasses in the gym is in fact weird.
Yeah.
I assure you.
But I don't mind.
And it's okay, man. It's okay to be a little weird. You want to be a little kooky.
You know, when I look back on my deathbed, I won't care.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll be like, man, at least I got those pictures.
Yeah. No, facts. Seriously.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'll make sure that not a lot of people are in the gym. And make sure to not film anybody if they, don't be weird about it.
Oh man, my fault. I thought that was the only use case.
Oh.
You can get the clear. I got the clear ones too. So like when I walk around. Matter of fact, the reason I got the clear ones not because I'm just a fucking meta bull, but I thought they were regular sunglasses when I ordered them, but they was the transitions.
Oh.
So like sometimes I go outside, and next thing you know, man, I got on shades, but I look like a fucking cyber bully inside with them. They're not, because they're like thick. They're the Wayfair ones, and without the fucking, I don't know, they don't look good as spectacles. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah. So Meta was actually posted as a swing long in the Trade Ideas channel. I didn't alert the trade because it's not a super high probability trade, but those that swing traded Meta calls, at the close yesterday, boom, you get a nice good exit, 50 to 60% gain. I am bullish long term. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't like buying in front of resistance. It's much riskier. I think it's safer to buy the breakout, but then we also have Friday expiration. So on Friday expiration, things can just get weird. You can get false breakouts. You can get random big squeezes. It's more of a wild card on Fridays. Yeah. So I would go long-term bull on Meta. I think it's a great dollar cost average stock.
Yeah, you buy the next dip, man.
Yeah. DCA.
Buy the next dip.
Otherwise, 694 is a good support.
Okay. They have earnings not till October, end of October, so it's a while away. Yo, they beat every earnings report since February 2003. They haven't missed earnings since February 2003, bro.
Beat. Yeah. I would just say the analysts.
Yeah, they haven't missed since I'm looking at it right now, February 2003.
So there's two components to earnings. There's the actual earnings that the company reports, but then there's also me, the analyst that forecasts the numbers. I'd say the analysts are fucking up more, but Meta is doing really, really well. Because like the analysts make the projections and they tend to sandbag it just so they can keep pumping the stock.
Oh,
so
yeah. And they have, they've been in a strong uptrend ever since they've announced dividends.
Yeah.
And that was when in like fucking February 2024. You can get, this is a dividend stock now, like Apple.
That's a really good point, Brandon, because when a company adds dividends, you get the shareholders that just hold it no matter what for that income. And you get the shareholders that do DRIP, dividend reinvestment.
Yeah.
And the dividends just go straight back into the stock. So it's like a self-perpetuating, it's like a self-perpetual like floor on the stock and a growth in the stock too. I think dividends are great for stocks.
Yeah, they are here. They doing their thing, man.
Google, it's very similar. Google, once they started announcing dividends, strong uptrend. The whole market's been in a bull market too. So
wait, Google, Google did announce dividends. Like it's fairly recent,
mid 2024, June of 2024, and that's cool. We're also in a really strong bull market, so it's tough to isolate our variables and see how much of this uptrend is attributed to just the S&P 500 squeezing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is a really strong uptrend, and a big part of it is the dollar. When the dollar weakens, SPY goes up. Okay.
Yep.
When the dollar starts to strengthen, the money in your savings account and checking account, it tends to be more valuable. Why take on that risk in the stock market? And obviously, it still makes sense to take on risk in the stock market, but this is on a macro scale. Like small movements affect a lot of things, just like the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates. But when the dollar weakens, stocks tend to do well. Gold tends to do well. Oil even tends to do well because oil is denominated in US dollars. Oil's just kind of been flat. So it's important to understand these market relationships and correlations. But,
and I got this theory, man, that they don't really care about inflation.
No.
Like that much, right? Like as much as they say, because they care, because it makes assets go up.
Yep. That's in my Series 65 textbook. Stocks are a great hedge against inflation.
Yeah. So like if you own assets and you get and inflation goes up, you become richer. And it's like, your cost of living may rise, but depending on how many assets you have, it's like, the milk's more expensive, right? But I gained a few extra million this year. So okay, whatever. I'll pay an extra $1 for gas. Is that how they think, right?
Yeah. inflation hurts fixed income folks the most. So usually boomers, but the boomers have the majority of the wealth, and they have a lot of their money in the stock market. So stock market's still booming. They don't care.
Inflation only affects the poor.
Yeah. The poor that don't own assets just shafted hard.
So the only way to fight inflation is to get rich.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you gotta get rich and buy assets, man. I'm just telling you, you got to, because I don't think they give a fuck about inflation. You know what I'm saying?
And I know it's easy to make the excuse, oh, I don't have any money to invest in assets. Do whatever you can, even if it's $20 a week, $10 a week. You all have $10 a week. I guarantee it. If you're watching this on your phone, laptop, iPad, whatever, you all have $10 you can put in.
Get some money, man. Get some money.
It's the habit of investing that's so important. And then you can scale up from there.
That's a fact.
That's all I really had. Staying in cash, watch the low of the day today. Look for volatility tomorrow and next week. You got biotech in rotation, uranium in rotation, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, guys, if you want to trade with me and Greg every morning, join Victory Trades. Links in the description. Also, you'll get Greg's trade alerts to your phone every day. I made some money today off the trade alert, man. 0-day iron condors. That's nice your shit now, right?
Oh, yeah. And I even alerted like a hedge saying, hey, SPX looks like it's probably going to drop a little bit. And the hedge made 60%.
Come on, man. Let's go, man. So listen, you want to get money straight from your phone and trade with us from your laptop in the morning and get money from your phone, join Victory Trades. It ain't that much money. Links in the description. And it's a lot of fun, man. We have a lot of fun every morning. So.
Definitely. I'm excited to have some more fun tomorrow morning with you, Brandon. See you there.
Pause. All right, jeez.
I don't know if that needed a pause, but whatever.
All right, man. Yo, let's go. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the Miami Dolphins are playing the Buffalo Bills tonight. You don't have to watch it. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. Miami's gonna get their motherfucking ass kicked. I'm in Miami. Most fucking people who watch NFL, they got a team, and they're hoping that their team makes the playoffs, maybe has a deep playoff run. Some of y'all are hoping your team wins the Super Bowl. Us Miami Dolphin fans, we're hoping our quarterback doesn't die this season. That's what it's like being a Miami Dolphin fan. We're always hoping our quarterback doesn't die. But if he did die on the field, none of us would be shocked. But we are certainly not expecting to win a Super Bowl ever. We're just going through the motions. But I'm not necessarily. Type in the comments what football team do y'all like? American football. Don't come in here talking about the Premier League or some shit. You know. Yo, there's a lot of Americans. Nima, I don't know if you noticed. There's a lot of Americans. I'm one of them who have never seen a soccer game. Like never. Like not once, my nigga. But this is what I do, guys. We're gonna get into some teaching today, but I'd be happy if the Dolphins won because I live here. But we all know that's not gonna happen. So what I do is, and I suggest some of y'all do it. If y'all got shitty teams in your town, this is for all my Bears fans and Jets fans. Y'all should just do what I do instead. I'm what you call a bandwagon fan. I wait until Thanksgiving, and then I decide which team I'm going to root for. Right? So they're in the Brandon playoffs right now. They're in the Brandon tournament right now. And after Thanksgiving, I decide. And guess what? Once I make that, my team wins pretty much every year. You know what I'm saying? And if it's two teams that are kind of equal, then I'm like, all right, who got the black quarterback? Then I'm going to go with that one. I know that's kind of racist. What do you want me to do? And so like last year, it was Mahomes and the other one. And the Eagles, Jalen Hurts. And I was like, all right, damn, 2 black quarterbacks. Who's blacker? Jaden, they both light skinned. But Mahomes is half black, mixed race, similar to me. We're not confident what race I am, right? So like, my son looks like Mahomes a little bit, but like way more handsome. But Jaden is blacker. Who do I vote for? Who do I cheer for? So that game, I waited to the halftime to decide who I was going to root for. And my team won, man. It's a great way to be a fan, man. You're never disappointed. I suggest you guys try it. I started this once to Chicago Bears. I used to be a Bears fan. Chicago Bears, when they drafted Mitchell Trubisky instead of Patrick Mahomes, I said, nope, I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm done with this organization. Anyway, enough about me being the worst fan in America. Let's talk about how to build some goddamn discipline. The only thing holding you back from accomplishing your goals is a lack of discipline. And if you can overcome that lack of discipline and stop being a bitch and actually doing what you're supposed to do to accomplish your goals, then there's nothing you can't accomplish. But the thing is, most people, the majority of people, have way more potential than they even understand, right? They're leaving so much potential on the table because they are not utilizing the one tool that makes discipline easy. And the tool to make discipline easy is your calendar. Yes, your calendar. What I'm going to propose to you and lay out is a game plan for you can use your calendar to make you more disciplined. Now, some of you may be thinking, man, but I need to be disciplined I need to be disciplined to effectively use my calendar. And to you, I say, shut the fuck up and listen, man. I'm going to make it all make sense to you. Right. And if you can't watch a fucking quick video on how to become disciplined, if you ain't got enough discipline to watch a video on how to be disciplined, you may be a lost cause, my friend. And it's okay. It's okay, man. Some of us got to sweep the streets and shit. You know, it's all good. All right. Success ain't for everybody. All right. So we're going to break this down into a few phases. We're going to break this down into 3 phases. 1, you got to make a game plan to accomplish your goals. All right. 2, you have to actually put that game plan in your calendar. And then you start planning out every hour of every day. And 3, you need to make adjustments as you go along. All right. Let's get into it. So the first thing you have to do is figure out what your goals are. All right. So these are your goals. This trophy represents your goals. I know I drew this before, and you loved it that time. You're gonna love this time too. Shut up. All right. And this represents your goal. All right. This trophy. I know I'm an amazing artist. Just try to stay focused for a minute. All right. Now, in between you and your goal, there's a lot of shit you got to do. This is you trying to get to your goal. You want it bad. You know what I'm saying? Gimme. All right. But to get there, there's a lot of things you have to accomplish to make it down that road. This squiggly line is a road. Listen, I didn't even go to art school. This is natural talent. All right. And there's a lot of things you have to do to hit that goal. Right. So what we need to do is step 1. The first thing you need to do is once you define what your goal is, you need to plan out every step. every step that you have to accomplish to hit that goal. Now, you got to break it down into tasks. So there's going to be 2 types of tasks to hit your goal. You're going to have one-time tasks. Oh, change the color. Oh, shit, the Dolphins are winning. Stand corrected. Tua lives. All right. So you got one-time task. Yeah. And then you got recurring task. No, it's recurring. I know, brother. Mm-hmm. And you got recurring tasks. So let's say your goal is to get in amazing shape, right? Like you want to be in great shape. Maybe you want to be in shape like me. Now, I'd advise against that. You want to set obtainable goals, right? You don't want to set yourself up for failure and disappointment, right? But if you set an attainable goal, right, what you want to do to get in shape, then there's a few one-time tasks, right? One-time task is these, for example, join gym. Join gym, right? Get workout plan. Get workout plan. Then you can have something like then get meal plan. These are things you only have to do once. But here's the thing. Most of your success is going to come from your recurring task, right? And your recurring tasks, these are going to be, you got to work out three to, let's call it 4 times a week. Work out 4 times a week. Some of y'all may be thinking, hey man, this handwriting is awful. Well, that's not my fault. It's the Chicago public school system. Leaves a lot to be desired. All right. So work out 4 times a week, follow diet every day. Oh, let's put it better. Yeah. Track macros every day. All right. You know what I'm saying? Sleep. Whatever, 8 hours, whatever your goals are, 8 hours a night. All right. So so you got your one-time task. So whatever your goal is, these are just examples. Write out all the one-time tasks, write out all the recurring tasks. And if it's a goal you don't know how to accomplish, good. That means you pick something super ambitious, right? But your first one-time task is going to be figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, there's books, courses, programs, YouTube videos, mentors. Is how to do something should not be a limiting factor for you anymore. Not in 2025, right? All right. So first, we got to plan out the one-time task. So I have something called. Let me find it. Is this the main one? Is this the real one? Okay. I have something called the Victory Vision. This ain't it. Hold up. Victory Vision Planner. Yeah. I have something to help you with that. It's called the Victory Vision Planner, right? And in the Victory Vision Planner, let me make a copy of this shit. I'll take it off here because I don't want to fuck with this one. Is it here? Yeah, you can just click on duplicate. Where? Oh, duplicate? Cool. Give me a second because I don't want to fuck with the original. So in the description, I got some shit, a way for you to plan this out. It's called the Victory Vision Planner. All right. And Let it load up. All right, so here's the Victory Vision Planner. Boom. There's a video here on how to use it, all that shit. All right, cool. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to, there's 2 parts. So you put your one-time task in this part called the ambition tracker. All right. And this is how this works. This is just a Notion template, right? And so we got different goals in here, right? So you write
I guess you made some edits.
Yo, what's wrong with me, man? I'm somebody's dad. So you lay out all your goals in here. Let's say you got a new goal. Let's say you want to buy Lambo. You want to buy Lambo. Right? You know what I'm saying? Let's say you put all your goals in here, and let's go over here. Get in shape. You want to be clear, like, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be, let's call it 10% body fat. Where the percent button? Okay, 5. So write out all your goals here. All right, right. And then now we go into this. In here is where we type in all our one-time goal. Like, I'm sorry, we type in all our one-time tasks. So 10% body fat. Let's just use that example. Again, join gym. Boom. Get workout. Get workout plan, get meal plan. Boom. Let's just say buy land. Let me look at some of these other goals. Buy Lambo. You know, you might pick out Lambo. Pick out model. You pick out the model, right? Boom. Then next thing you do, you get approved for loan, right? Is that, I haven't bought a car in that long. Oh shit. It's filled with a bunch of shit. Okay. So yeah, so you put in all your one-time goals. And you just put all the steps in one-time goals, right? Boom. And then what you want to do is you go in here and you pick the dates. This is dummy date in here, right? So let's say we already had one that was 10 pounds of fat. We already had the Lambo shit. All right, whatever. Let's move this shit over here. Right. So now we got, okay, let's just deal with this right quick. Let's do what we have. So now, and what else you got to do to buy a car? You got to get approved. Yeah, get approved for loan. Is that a thing? Yeah. Then you might have to, you got to fucking buy the shit. You get insurance first?
Then you buy it.
Yeah. Get insurance. Whatever. I'm just writing shit on here. Right. And then say I want to let me just chill. All right, I'm just gonna use this example, right? So now that we have that, we got to put a date next to it, each one of these, right? So we got to put a date. Right? So pick out model, man. Let's say I want to do that shit. I'm gonna do that shit this week. I'm gonna have it done by Monday. Boom. And then what is this? What happened? All right. I don't know what happened. Get approved. right? And we put a date on this. Let's say I need to get approved by Wednesday for whatever reason, you know, and then what is happening to my shit? Why is this shit disappearing when I put it in here?
It's a Notion issue. Do you want to try like Command R so it refreshes this page?
Command R?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time I do anything.
Should be fine now. Can
All right. All right. You put the date that you need to say, I want to get this done by the 24th. All right, cool. Pick out model. Say I need to have that done by 21st. Let's say I'm buying the car. Say I want to do that on like the 30th. Right. And then I got to get insurance. Right. And then we'll say we're going to do that on the 30th as well. Okay. Now, as far as the other goals, the fat loss goal, I want to join the gym, man. Let's say I'm serious about this shit. I'm gonna join the gym this weekend, Saturday. Boom. And I'm gonna get my workout plan by 21st. Right? Get the meal plan that same day. Now the beauty of the Victory Vision Planner is now that I have all these goals, what I can do is first I have a few different. So now I have all my goals, break down every task for each goal. And I have a deadline for every step, right? I broke my goal down into steps and I have a deadline for every step, right? That's how you set goals. When motherfuckers be like, oh, you got to set goals. They don't tell you how to do it, man, right? You got to fucking plan out every step of your goal and set a deadline for every step. That's step one. But when you're doing a Victory Vision Planner, so let's say, now this is the board, you laid it all out, boom. Then I hit progress and I can see which steps are not started, in progress, or done, right? And if I go to this month, I can see all the shit I got to do this month, you know, and there's a date on it, right? And then I can break it down even more to this week. So now I've broken my big goals down into chunks that are manageable, week by week, month by month. Does that make sense? Like this really, so okay, to hit my goals, all I got to do this week is join the gym. Honestly, you would have set up more goals, but it's like, this makes, now I just know what I need to do this week. All right. This next step, now you got to have your recurring goals, your recurring tasks. And I suggest you go here to the success tracker, right? And again, this is free. The link is in the description. This is free. And then this is dummy data, right? You could just delete all this shit when you have it. But now I can see, okay, how many hours did I work on my goal that day, on my main goals? Or you can change this to goals, right? How much money did I make? Boom. How many hours did I sleep? Did I work out? Then you can put your macros in here. And the beauty of the Victory Vision Planner is it does the calculations for you, right? So boom, 70, let's say if I change this to 60, right? It changes shit. Hold on, let's change this to, right? It actually calculates your calories for you. You just got to put in the macros and the calories change, so they got a formula, right? And then if you have a fitness tracker, like I always say you should track the calories you burn as well. And what happens here is that this is dynamic too, which if you're in a surplus or a deficit, right? So if I change this, boom, you see that it changes the surplus and the deficit. That makes sense, you know? Right. And then you can add shit to these. You can add, because these may not be your only things you're tracking, because you got to put your one-time goals in here. I mean, your recurring task in here. So you can add more to it. Just hit this plus button and you can add things. You can start tracking it. And then you can have an average, how many times you did it. You can have a sum. This really works out really well. The only thing I advise you don't change is the income and the calorie stuff. Leave that the same, and the weight stuff, right? Because this below it is a dynamic chart. So this, you don't have to touch this. This is dynamic with your income. And this one is dynamic with your weight. And it's free. And this way you get a visual representation of how well you're doing at your most important goals, health and money, right? Like you, without money and good health, you cannot live. You can live without family. You can live without friends. You can live without a girl, but you need money and your health to live. So that's what we're going to track the most, to stay alive. Everything else just makes life worth living. Right. And again, this is free. Link is in the description. Victory Vision Plan. So now we got everything planned out. Now we need to go to our calendar, though, because remember, how much time we got? Okay. Because remember, in our success tracker, our Victory Vision Planner, we put dates on when we're going to do everything. Okay. So if we go back to, let's go back to the month view. Sorry. Right. You go back to the month view. Now we see all the stuff we got to accomplish this month. So what we got to do, we got to go to our calendar and put it in our calendar. And we should really be planning every hour of every day in our calendar. So I'm going to bring mine up. And, your whole, not just your goals, though, you got to put your whole life in there. Right. So it's going to look something like this. Let me bring up my dummy calendar. There's a lot going on over here. All right. Let me just get rid of all this shit so it's just me. All right, cool. And so I'll put this on month view. I'll put it on week view. Yeah. All right. Cool. So this is a blank calendar. This is what your shit look like. But we got to change it. So first we got to put all our recurring tasks, like everything we do, right? You got to plan our whole life in there. So, but we can start with yeah, let's do that. So let's say you sleep at night. What time you go to sleep? You got to put your bedtime in this bitch, man. Let's say you sleep at 11. Sleep. Manage options. Boom. And we're going to sleep until the next day, whatever time you wake up, 5:30 or something, Boom. And then what is important is, here's the thing. Oh yeah, you put this on, it repeats daily, right? So this repeats daily. Now look what you got. You see what I'm saying? Now we're blocking it off. And let's say you work out. Now we got recurring tasks. Remember, we got to work out. So now we got to put our recurring tasks in here. Let's say this motherfucker is working out at 6 a.m. Sounds good, man. Workout. Let's go to more options and repeat fucking daily, man. What I say, 4 times a week? Yeah. 4 times. All right. So we can actually customize this, right? Where is the custom recurring? Use it. Yeah, so used to be right here.
You're in the right place. It should be in the daily options.
Custom, right?
Here, yeah.
It typically lets you pick the days. This is new. All right, let's just say daily. Fuck it. For right now. You do this daily. Let's say you're gonna work out daily. Boom. Now we got this in the calendar every day, starting tomorrow, right? And then let's say you work. Let's say you got a regular job right now. So we're gonna put that in here, man. You could say you got to be there at 9. You work from 9 to 5. All right, so you put that in calendar, repeats. Oh, you could do it. Oh, is it here? That's how you do it. Okay. So anyway, repeats. This is Monday through Friday, right? So it's not every day, Monday through Friday. Every weekday. Boom. Oh, I didn't put it here. Work. This and following events. Cool. All right. Now we got that in there. Now we need to put all the other shit in there, right? So we go back to our Victory Vision Planner. Boom. You know, first I like to start with the recurring tasks, actually. So we'll go back to the success tracker. Let's just say you have to work on go. I don't really have a lot of shit. Okay, whatever. Let's go back. We're going to go to dashboard, the ambition planner. All right. So now what we do is we take a look at the stuff we got to do this month. I got to join the gym on September 20th. So boom. September 20th, I got to pick a time when I'm going to join the gym. Maybe I'm going to go to right early. I got some space on this bitch, right? Join gym. Right? And this is a one-time task. Maybe you give yourself 2 hours. Because they're gonna try to give you a tour and all that other shit. You know, maybe give yourself 2 hours. Right? You estimate. Then go back. Get meal plan. I got to do that on the 21st. All right. So boom. Go over here. 21st. Where can I find time? Get meal plan. Cool. Meal plan. And I know the same day, same thing I had to get workout plan. Boom. So now it's not just when you're going to do it. It's not just what you're going to do. You got to put when you're going to do it. We have to weaponize time, right? But you can see all our recurring stuff is in here. And maybe there's more recurring stuff you got to put in here. Let's say you got a girlfriend or some shit, you know, and y'all need to do date nights. You know, you put in maybe how often do people got to see their girl? Where do we found that shit before, right? It was it was here. And we went to custom. Boom. So maybe you do date night with your girl. Maybe you hit her on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know what I'm saying? That should be sufficient. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Or if you got a wife, maybe you see your wife on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You see your girlfriend on Saturday and Sunday. I'm just I'm just fucking. I mean, that's a lot to see some bitch, right? But we're gonna keep going. Boom. So we got that in the can. You can what I like Google Calendar, you can change the colors and shit. Make that pink. Cause you know, and just in following events. Right? That's a little yeah, whatever. Fine, we could do that. Give her 2 hours. You know what? I'm gonna make this make more sense. Okay, we're gonna make it 8 to because you're probably gonna smash, right? Why the fuck else you going on dates with this bitch, right? All right. And when you make moves, when you make an adjustment, you can say if you do just this one or following, right? Boom. Listen, following events. All right, so we got the date night in there. Let's say, and you should put all your shit in here. Like you should plan every hour of every day, right? So again, let's edit this up a little bit more, right? You gotta fucking shower. You gotta get ready for work. Maybe that takes you an hour. Or boom, and then we hit the repeat. This is every Monday through Friday. Boom, and this is your commute. If you got more than an hour commute, you doing it wrong. Nobody told you to do this shit, man. Motherfuckers be like, man, I got such a long commute. I'm like, yo, even the fucking migrants got enough goddamn sense to only to move to where their jobs are. Like, you're supposed to move to where the jobs are, man. Why are you living away from the jobs? Change that. Okay, this is Monday through Friday. Boom. Now you got most of your days. Now your day, your shit is looking good, man. And now here, maybe this is when you work on your other goals. Like you got to fill up this white space with shit, right? Let's fill it. We got more recurring tasks that we got to put in here. It's for the Lambo. The beauty of the Victory Vision Planner is when you're in this task view, everything you got to do in a month, it tells you which goal is associated with that task, right? So we got to pick out our Lambo on the 22nd. So we decide, we try to figure out how much time is it going to take us to do that. Maybe we want to give ourselves 2 hours, man. It's a big decision what Lambo we want to buy, right? We give ourselves 2 hours. Maybe we change the color of this one, man, because we want a fucking purple Lambo. All right. You know what I'm saying? Pick out Lambo. We give ourselves 2 hours, big decision. Boom. Right. But now see, we're planning around our recurring tasks. Right. Then we go to another one. It was get approved for the loan. We got to do that on the 24th. So you want to estimate how long that's going to take you, you know, let's say 2 hours. Lambo loan shit. You feel me? Change the color. And you just do that with all your tasks. And then you do that with all your tasks. And the beauty is you want to fill up all this white space with things that help you accomplish your goals. We only went through 2 or 3 goals. Yeah, we only went through 2 goals. If you do this with all your goals, you should fill up this whole fucking calendar. And that brings us to step 3. In step 3, you actually have to follow the plan that you lay out. And you know what fucks people up is when things don't go according to plan. Like right now, I'm a little over schedule. And it's okay. When something like that happens, this is what you do. This is all you do. So let's say something comes up on Monday. There's an emergency. Something happens. Then we just pick out Lambo somewhere else. Maybe we do it the next day, but we still have it on the calendar. You know what I'm saying? Or like some shit happens. Date night got to start later for whatever reason. That's cool, man. We just adjust it. Something came up. We just make the adjustment. You tell your girl, yo, shit ain't go according to plan. We got a little bit of date night later, right? It's okay. Like, so I'm living out of my calendar, and I don't want to show you. I'm gonna show you mine. This is what my month view looks like. It's like every hour of every day is accounted for, right? Every hour of every day, and I get just way more done. And it's okay if you have to move shit around, because you will have to move shit around. I promise you, you will almost never have a day where everything just goes according to the way you planned it out. But if you're moving and working if you're working with a plan, you're just going to get so much done, because now you don't have to think about what you're going to do. You just do it. So you're saving you're saving your cognitive abilities, and you're saving mental power for the actual task instead of trying to think of what you got to do. Because some of you guys have so much things to do, so many things you want to accomplish, and you have to accomplish so many tasks to do those things, you get kind of overwhelmed. You know, and you end up doing nothing because you don't know where to start. But now we know where to start, right? And there's gonna be days you fuck this up. There's gonna be days you fuck this up. You may be thinking, man, you got to be disciplined to follow this. How's this gonna make me disciplined if I got to be disciplined to follow it? You just want to get better every day. Your first few days of doing this, it's gonna be awful. Just stick to it. Don't get frustrated. Stick to it. Start moving things around, right? Changing things. Try to do better the next day, and then keep doing better each day. And the next thing you know, you'll get the hang of it. You'll be able to. You have a better idea of how long it takes you to accomplish tasks, because that's going to be one of the main things that's going to fuck you up. Is you're not going to estimate how long things take well, right? And you're going to fuck it up, but it's okay. You'll get the hang of it, and then what you want to do is you want to put Google Calendar at the fucking top widget on your fucking phone, and you just look at it every day. And it'll show you what's next. It'll show you what's next. You can just look here. Oh man, this is what's next. This is what I'm supposed to be doing now. It's like right there, And you can also get them little widgets on them lock screen widgets, and it's right there. And Android users, I ain't forget about you dorks either. So you can do similar, you got similar functionality over here. So I got the widget right there. Shows me exactly what I'm supposed to do and where I'm at right now. It's dope. Put the widget on your Android, it's lit. And pro tip, if you got an Android and you got Google Gemini, and if you need to add something to your calendar or move something to your calendar, you can just click the button and tell Gemini to do it. Gemini will fucking change that shit on your fucking phone, or add shit to your calendar, or change your calendar. You can get Gemini on Android too, right? And then what I do is, if you got a newer iPhone, I change the action button to launch Gemini, and then you could just be fucking changing shit, adding shit. I fuck with Gemini because it has that access, right? And this is how you become more disciplined. I promise you, if you do this for 90 days, it will be the most productive 90 days of your life. Your whole life will change. Like, things will be different 90 days from now if you start doing this. The Victory Vision Planner is free. Google Calendar is free. You already got a phone, and you already got some sort of computer or a laptop. You fucking get a Chromebook. Most of y'all only need a Chromebook. You know what I'm saying? You can do this shit, And what fucks with me is, I know most of y'all ain't gonna do it because you bitches, right? But there's a few of you, man. There's a few diamonds in the rough. If you do this, your whole life's gonna change in 90 days. I fucking promise you. Right? Download the Victory Vision Planner. It's free. It's just a Notion template. Let's get started. Let's go. Hey, this has been another episode of the Victory Talk podcast. We laughed, we learned a lot, and we made some friends along the way. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Holla at y'all. Peace.